So hi, it's Michael here from Custom Bike Fit, and today I'm with Dmitri Simons. Hello Dmitri.
Hello, Mr. Maker.
Good to see you, mate.
Thanks, sir.
I've known Dmitri about 3 years, I guess, and I've known him as through triathlon. I've also known him as a personal trainer. He trained me beginning of last year.
Yep.
We did some time together in the gym.
Yep.
And I've been meaning to catch up with Dmitri for some time because he's a very interesting character. He wears an awful lot of hats, and I just would like to start off with learning a bit about yourself, what you do with yourself during the day,
Sure.
and then maybe some of your background. But on a day-to-day basis, what do you do for a crust? What do you do for a living?
Yeah, so I'm qualified in quite a few different areas, but the main things that I'm doing at the moment, my main sort of form of income is project management. So I probably spend about 8 hours a day on the computer.
Okay.
So in a complete sedentary position,
Right.
which doesn't help with my triathlon training, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of personal training as well. So I train families, individuals, athletes. But these days I mainly work with families. So I train the mum, the dad, the children. I do nutritional sessions, cooking sessions, as well as personal training. So pretty much start PTs pretty early in the morning. If I'm not training somebody else, I'm training myself.
Yeah.
And most of my days, I've got five kids, 5 beautiful girls.
Yeah. Right.
So that's a pretty busy household. So my day goes from literally 4 o'clock in the morning through to probably 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
That's the full on
Yeah,
time.
and is that 5 days a week or 6 days a week? Do you have weekends off?
I do that Saturdays as well. I'm not so full on the Saturdays. I sort of do a half day Saturday. Saturday's more about me, so I try to only do 1 or 2 clients on a Saturday, but I still do clients, but then I'm running kids around to dance and that sort of stuff, so I sort of do a half day Saturday, and then Sundays is always about, usually should be about my recovery day, but oftentimes it's my race day as well.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
but I usually try and have Sundays as a complete family, spend time with kids, just do whatever. If that involves doing something, then it's something, but other than that, it's just totally for the children.
Yeah,
for the family.
okay, alright. And so you're a qualified chef, correct?
Correct, yeah, so qualified chef, personal trainer, martial arts instructor,
Right.
and I've been an energy practitioner for about 20 years as well, so cheap on energy. So I do also have some websites and some online businesses that are some form of income as well.
Okay.
So got to pay for dance fees.
Yeah. Right. We'll put up those websites underneath the blog and stuff.
Sure.
So how many hours a week do you spend training yourself, would you say, to try out?
It's an interesting question. There are certain sessions that I do that are my sessions, and there's certain sessions that I do when I'm training clients that I'm still active. They're not performance sessions, but they're sessions where I can be active and they all add to base mileage, whether that's running, riding, on a bike or swimming or doing some clients want me to do weights with them. I try to avoid that these days because I'm too big anyway. But some clients want me to train with them, which is great, and I really enjoy that. If I go for a run through the national park, it's just fantastic. But it's not high-end stuff. So, look, I do, my planned sessions are Monday, Wednesday, Friday bikes in the mornings. It's just spin classes, so 45 minutes on the spin. I usually try and get a little bit of aerobic before then.
Okay.
I definitely get I'm only getting 1 swim session in at the moment, but it's Crofty's sort of swim squad, and it's a good dragon heavy towel, so wet towel, so it's a bit
that's
of a
That's the Wednesday session.
Wednesday night, 1.5 hour squat, and then running's just nothing planned at the moment. It's probably my Achilles heel. I'm definitely doing alright with the swim and the bike, but I haven't really targeted the run, so maybe 1 run session at the moment. And then I try to do a little bit of bike. At the moment, I was doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday's bike, and now I've got other commitments, so it's really only Thursday bike, and then I've just started to do park run with the kids on 5k run on Saturday.
So 3 spin classes a week, 1 swim session a week,
1 swim,
1 run a week,
1 run,
apart from the stuff you do with your clients,
Yeah.
but 1 real sort of run specific session a week,
Yep.
1 bike session a week,
1 quality bike,
1 quality bike session a week. Now, we're about the same size, you're maybe a little bit taller than me, just under 6 foot.
Yep.
You're 85 kilos.
85 at the moment.
You're a big lad.
Trying to get lighter.
You're a big guy. No, you are. People would say this guy is a unit.
Yeah.
And
Bigger than most triathletes.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the thing is, most people would say, looking at someone like Dmitri, he's the wrong shape for triathlon. He shouldn't be any good at it. But on Sunday, that was yesterday, at the Australian Olympic Distance Championships, Dmitri swam 22:51, biked 58:18. It was the fastest bike of the day.
58,
in the age group. Yeah, that was awesome. And then ran 42:31.
That was average.
So, and second in the 45-49 age group.
Not bad for an old man.
No, 49th overall. So tell me, how do you manage to get to that level on the amount? So you're obviously extremely busy, right? You've got an awful lot going on in life.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say, I don't have the time to train. Number one, I'm too big for triathlon. It's not going to suit my body shape. I'm better off as a fighter or weightlifting or that sort of stuff, or bodybuilding.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What would you, and even with your training, the volume seems to me to be very, very low. So what is it that you're doing that's helping you to achieve those outcomes, those results? Because it's not the first time that you've been on the podium or won a race.
Yeah. Look, I've had a good season. I've come third at the national sprint this year. I won the whole Gatorade series as well. I've had a pretty reasonable season. This is my first season back into it after a bit of a break. But look, I mean, to answer your question, there's multiple factors involved in it. I think I just don't make any excuses. I never make excuses for myself. I think primarily at the base of it all is passion and just love of the sport. I haven't done a season. This season for me wasn't about doing really intense, brick sessions and building periodization into it and doing really specific training. It was just like, let's get back into it. Let's do it. Let's try and get some results, but let's just have fun doing it. And fortunately, I'm reasonably okay at all three disciplines. I'm no slouch at the swim, bike, or the run. Although swimming is a bit of an Achilles heel and can be a bit of runs. But I think I'm passionate about it. And when you love what you're doing, you enjoy it. And to me, that's the base of it. So I love what I'm doing. I'll swim, bike, and run any day of the week. I absolutely love it. When I'm doing it, I know before I do every session, I've got a mindset of what I want to achieve out of that session. And some are active recoveries, and some are specific key sessions. And I want to know that when I'm doing a key session, I'm absolutely killing myself. I'll go until I throw up. I'll push myself. They're my key sessions. But I know when I go to sleep, I know exactly what I'm going to do the next day, and I know what I want to achieve out of that. So I think that's pretty key. But and then nutrition as well. Being a chef by trade and nutritionalist, I'm pretty educated as to what I need to do to fuel myself for performance for those sessions, and then how to actively recover afterwards. I'm not a big pill popper. I don't take any protein powders. I take spirulina as pretty much a base, and pretty much I don't eat vegan or vegetarian, but I don't eat a lot of meat, red meat, so I'm not a big red meat eater. But I know what are my essential vitamins and minerals that I need to have my body running at optimum nutrition, and I focus on my gut health and how to absorb the nutrients from the food that I'm eating, and then that transfers into how to absorb energy from the, I do take gels and that during racing, but when I take them, boom, they're giving me what I need, transferring straight into energy in my body.
So that's something you're not typically taking. You're not taking on a huge amount of glycogen during the day. You don't have sugary drinks. You don't have chocolate and masses of carbohydrates, this sort of stuff. So on race day, that stuff really is going in quickly, being burned quickly.
I mean, I'll actually use that in my key training sessions as well. So if I'm going out and I'm hitting so I'm doing a 100k bike, and it's a hilly bike with 30 k's at the end on the nose, then I'll do the warm up easy, and then I'll start taking some nutrition. So by the time I hit that 30 k's on the nose, I'm virtually fuel ready for race day. And I'll treat that 30 k's like a time trial on race day. Smash it.
All right. So 85 kilos now, which is reasonably lean for you. I've seen you leaner.
Yes.
But in the past,
I'm trying to get leaner.
In the past, you have been a lot bigger.
Well, I mean, I actually came into triathlon from an Olympic lifting background, so I was doing clean and jerks and snatches. I was probably sitting about 90 kilos.
Yeah, right.
Without an X sort of thing, and that's when I sort of went into more endurance type of, aerobic and lactic type of exercising rather than phosphate training. And I love it, but my body is definitely a phosphate. It's a fast twitch muscle fibre body, so it's hard for me to actually lean up. If I want to drop weight, I've got to drop muscle as well. So normally when I first got into it, I did my first couple of worlds and that sort of thing. I used to sit around 78 kilos. I'd race around 75, and that's when I was running. I'd run 36s off the bike. So I do want to get back to that. This year's just about having a bit of fun, but I'm going to try to start a bit quicker now.
And getting there will be through nutrition primarily. Is that the path, or is it increasing the volume of your training, or is it a combination of the two?
Yeah, if I want to do, like, my goal is definitely to start to run faster. I'm pretty happy with my swim and my bike, so I'm just going to keep doing what I do with that. And when I start focusing on my run, which will be my next transition, which will be my next 2 months, I'm going to start to focus on the nutrition, which will be just basically doing what I'm doing, but eating smaller portions, and then be a little bit more conscious of the amount of food and the times that I eat at night time. So really, pretty much eating after 6 o'clock will be, a no-go zone, and if it is, it'll be, obviously no carbs or anything like that. It'll be very, more ketogenic sort of focused. And then so reducing my volume of food, especially at night time, and then increasing the base of what I'm doing with my exercise. So decreasing the food a bit, increasing the energy output. Bound to be dropping a little bit, but I do have to also be mindful of not dropping too much energy for those key sessions as well. So it's got to be staggered specifically around active recovery days. So if I'm going to go into an active recovery day, then I can be a little bit more restrictive in calories that I eat at night time. If I want to keep performance session the next morning, then I'm not going to deprive myself of food.
All right. So just one last question. You've been around, obviously, people, triathletes, people in gyms, etc., for an awful long time. Yourself, I know you've worked with a lot of other coaches. You're working. You talk about Crofty, who's looking after you in the pool at the moment. What would you say are the biggest myths with regards to training? What are the biggest wastes of time that you see in the sport of triathlon?
Sure. Look, everyone's going to have their own take on that. I guess for me, it's volume of training equating to intensity and quickness, I guess. A lot of old school was volume. The more base you get, the more that's going to transfer into fitness. I think more and more these days it's pretty clear that it's reducing the volume and increasing the intensity, so you're not risking yourself of an overtraining injury, as well as you're training your body to race faster. It's like if you want to hit, if you're trying to run at 3:30s, or you want to train at 3:15s. If your training is above your race pace and your volume is slightly above your race volume, then that's where you need to be. So if I know I don't have the time to do half Ironmans and Ironmans, so I'm not trying to replicate that type of training. I know that where I'm at is really sprint stuff and Olympic stuff, so that's where I focus my distances on. I'm not going to go out and do a 300k bike ride. I'm going to limit it to 100k's at the most, ideally around the 50 to 60k with a little bit of intensity between it. So I guess volume, and then wasting time in regards to not focusing on nutrition. So I still see a lot of athletes these days that don't quite understand how to fuel themselves for their training and how to fuel themselves for recovery. So it's not so much a waste of time, but I just don't think, I think they spend more time on the actual training, focusing on periodisation. I've got to do this many hours swim, this many hours bike, or this many hours run, and not even looking at the actual nutrition to fuel themselves for those sessions and then recovering for the next one.
I mean, I think that would be an area I'd suggest with a lot of coaches, for example, where they'll give you the swim, they'll give you the bike, they'll give you the run training, but they don't necessarily have the skill set on the nutritional side, or maybe the tools for the mental side of the sport as well. They're areas that are missing. So, just on the nutritional side, your primary website for.
Look, I do a bit of nutrition. It's not what I focus on. It's what I really focus on now is basically setting goals for
Right.
for clients. So whether they're adults, whether they're children, it's all about, well, you know, what are your passions, what are your goals, what are your focuses, what's your outcome? It's like I said, you know, if I go into a training session the night before, I want to know what is the outcome what do I want to do during that session, and what am I doing it for? What is the outcome? So I sort of take it back with most people and go, okay, well, what do you want to achieve? What are your goals? And let's work backwards from those goals.
Right.
So it all starts with the goals, and then everything sort of sets. Everything that we're doing sort of revolves around those specific goals and the time frames that we want to achieve those goals in.
Okay.
So yes, it involves nutrition, yes, it involves an active program, but it all starts with, you know, what are you passionate about, what do you want to achieve, and when you want to achieve it by.
Is there a website people can go to?
Yeah, there is. I've got a website called thefamilyfitnation.com.au, which is more of a website that's more targeted at families and activity, but I'm just in the stage of tweaking up dmitrisimons.com, so that'll hopefully be up and running in about maybe 2 months.
All right.
I've also got a website called exercises.com.au, which is basically a active website which covers all different types of resistance and cardio types of training.
Cool. All right. So we'll make sure when that dmitrisimons.com is finalised, that we get those links up on my website and out to the subscribers. But it's been great talking to you, and well done yesterday on a fantastic race. And
Thanks, mate.
I look forward to seeing you out there.
Thanks, Ed.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mickey.
Cheers.